when you hear Dylan Gabriel speak, as we did yesterday right here on the Fan, what's he sound like? He sounds like a veteran quarterback who's not going to tell you a whole lot.
No.
And what does Shedeur sound like? He sounds like the guy you want to hang with.
Yes.
And I think Shedeur's personality just busts through. Dylan's is very subdued. I just don't think this guy, with the fan base anyway, is catching a break.
Why?
With the coaching staff, we'll find out.
Okay, so if they had not drafted Shedeur, don't you think
everybody would be all excited about him?
Everyone would. They'd be like, "Oh, so what if he's not? Yeah, I wish he was a little bit taller." I can't wait to see him play. I hope that he gets a start on Saturday so we can get to see him because I want to do.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to compare.
And is he good, Andy? Is he going to be terrific? I don't know. You don't know. Let's find out. I want to see him, and I want to see how he plays. And if he looks good, I would assume that he remains in the spot on the pecking order, which we assume is just ahead of Sanders. And if he doesn't, then they should flip them. If he goes out and doesn't play well, even against what I think is a better team and probably a little better effort in week number 2 of the preseason as opposed to week number 1.
From the other team or from ours?
From the other team.
Yeah. Although, let's not forget, he did have one drive against Carolina's first team. So I can't imagine Philly's going to run their first team defense out, especially after 2 days of practice.
I'd be surprised at that too, but I would assume that I'm guessing that the Eagles put up a little better effort than Carolina did the other day. I'm guessing that.
Depending on what group. Are they going to get the ones? Are they going to get twos? Are they going to get the threes? And I do think if you get the 2 threes, you'll get a much fairer comparison to Sanders than you would if they run their defense, their starting defense, for more than a drive or more than 2 drives or even the first half.
Browns fans, do you want to see this guy or do you want him to just get out of the way? And I get the feeling from a lot of folks, they just want him to get out of the way. And I don't think that's fair. 216-474-0092 is the number to join us. Again, we have 4 quarterbacks here. Why? Because we don't have one. Well, let me take that back. We have 5 quarterbacks who are actually in uniform and practicing from time to time.
Why don't you take that back?
And then we have a 6th quarterback, one guy who's not practicing.
Yeah.
So we have 6. I just want one of them, Andy, one of them to look really, really good and be the starter. I don't care which one it is. Wayne's in Cleveland. Hi, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, good morning, Jeff and Andy. What's happening?
Hey, you are.
What do you think about this whole situation here with Gabriel? I think he's kind of the forgotten man, Wayne.
Gabriel's what you call a super vet from the collegiate league. He's been around, and his fan base, man, is very short. It's big enough, but it's kind of small. And
here or nationally?
No, yeah, actually here too as well.
Okay.
And see, Shedeur got the whole what messes everything up for Dylan is Shedeur got the whole nation behind him. It ain't just Cleveland. This guy got the whole nation, man. I've been reading stuff, man, on social media, man. People from all over, man, love Shedeur. And it's not like that. Dylan can't, make a comeback or to get the fan base to accept him the way that he would like him to. It's just that, he got to just go out, play hard, man.
Wayne, you want to see him?
Handle business. Huh?
Do you want to see him?
I want to see him play.
Yeah, me too, Wayne.
I'm a big fan of Shedeur, but yeah, I love to see Dylan play. You got to try to prove everybody wrong.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much. I just want to see somebody take hold of this job and look great. And I think it's going to be a work in progress. I think we could end up seeing 3 quarterbacks, Andy, play significant time this year at quarterback for this team. And that's even without injury. I'm real curious to see how they figure this out moving forward. Who's going to play? What does it take for Flacco to hang on to the job? I'm assuming he's going to be the starter, aren't you, at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, without a doubt, he's your healthiest quarterback. That's the biggest thing.
I'm assuming that right now. What's it going to take for him to keep it? What's it going to take for him to lose it? And what's it going to take
if Dylan Gabriel looks, I don't know.
He's participating in 11 on 11.
Yeah,
that to me screams he's playing at the very least on Saturday. Playing, if not starting.
I would. Yeah, and Pickett's not out there
as of now. No.
I got it. Flacco's not playing. He's your starter game one. Man, I don't know where they are with. I don't know why, but I have a feeling Pickett's going to end up on the IR to start the season.
As people have also been asking in this whole thing if we could include anything involving the defense. The problem is, guys, it's tough to find any update involving the defense because everybody's so focused on the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But our buddy Lance Reisland chime in and saying the defense looks fantastic today, as it did yesterday as well. Mason Graham's had a really good set of practices. Myles Garrett has looked good as well against the Eagles' offensive line. So the best I give you, if I see anything defensively speaking, I'll get it out there, but it's tough to find.
All right, so are you buying what I'm saying, that Flacco's clearly your number one starter?
Right now, Andy, he's the number one starter completely by.
It's not by default.
No, it is by default, along with having the pedigree as a starting quarterback.
He's earned it.
Well, he's earned
it.
He's earned it because the other guy can't compete with him right now.
Other guys, right? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
going to say guy. To me, the starter for week one came down to Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco. And so if one of the guys isn't on the football field, then it's clearly the other guy. And it would have been the other way around had Flacco messed up his hamstring and Pickett were out there doing this. Pickett would be your starter.
All right, go back to my theory here now. That and again, I just think today's kind of a big day because you got one more week left here, and again, anything could happen in any moment's notice here, right? But Flacco is not going to play on Saturday. Will play against the Rams first quarter, I would think. And then will be your
maybe
starter.
First half.
And then will be your starter for week one against Cincinnati.
The only way that
Pickett, to me, if Pickett's not on the field by next week, he starts the season on the IR.
If he's on the field next week and is able to practice after the Philadelphia game and is able to practice and perhaps, like completely be good to go next week, I think there's an outside chance he could still win the starting quarterback job. But it's a real outside chance.
He's got to play against the Rams to win that starting
Absolutely.
job. Okay.
Absolutely.
We're on the same page there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if Flacco played a quarter and Pickett played a quarter, or if Flacco played a half and Pickett played a half, then you actually make a decision.
I think they feel confident in whether it's from the play on the field or not. I think they feel confident that Gabriel's the 2 right now, and Sanders would be the 3. Depending if you go with my Pickett theory that he's going to be on the IR.
If you go with that theory, yes, absolutely.
One of these guys is going to end up on the IR. There's just the injuries are there, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's not. This isn't like there's enough there that if somebody had a hamstring pull and they were the number 3 quarterback,
hang on, Larry.
You could kind of hang on to them for the start of the season and not have to wait 4 weeks to put them out on the field.
The dude threw only 6 interceptions last year.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch those 2 games, that I understand why Ohio State fans may feel the way they do about Gabriel. I get it. The other part is, it's kind of hard, and I know Sanders played at multiple schools too, but I think sometimes when you stay at one school, you're able to sink your teeth into a player. Now, I know that it's totally different.
Yeah, welcome to college today.
Yeah, so, but if you played at Oklahoma, you played at Oregon, you played
Can I contradict your thought?
On which?
On staying at one school and sinking your teeth into a guy and really.
Yeah.
Will Howard.
No, when you win a national championship, it's easy to sink your teeth and go, that guy's a Buckeye.
Well, it's easy to go 13-1.
I'll give you this. Joe Burrow
at Oregon,
right? Joe Burrow, like Ohio State fans want to claim him. I'm like, I'm an Ohio State fan. It's hard for me to. I think of him at LSU.
Well, hard to claim him when he barely played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you're like, I can't believe Ohio State didn't play Joe Burrow. Why didn't they? They lost 1 game while he was there.
Yeah, no, but clearly he's a pretty good quarterback
in the pros. Yeah, in the pros. He wasn't the best quarterback at Ohio State in the time. It just apparently and guys mature as they go through their career.
He wasn't the best quarterback at the time for what Urban Meyer wanted to do.
Right,
and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah,
Haskins was good. right?
Yes.
I mean, he was real good.
How were you going to walk away from that at the time?
Well,
you weren't.
You could have, but it depended on what you were looking for. And so,
or maybe you just think Urban's a bad coach.
I get it. Urban saw what he wanted, and Haskins was really good. It's hard to argue with that because he was really good.
Yeah,
I get that.
It's like I keep quoting Mike Lombardi, but Lombardi said last week that, and this is wild, the difference between being a general manager in the NFL and being a general manager in college. Did you catch this quote? It was a good one. He said, in the NFL, if you miss on a second round pick, you pay for that forever.
Yeah.
In college, if you miss on a 5-star recruit, there's 100 5-star recruits waiting to take his spot. And I thought that was really wise when he said that, because it makes you think, oh, maybe you're better off being a GM in college than you are.
I think it's obvious, though, don't you?
Not necessarily.
Think about college kids coming out. Think about it. Think about it at Ohio State.
Okay.
If they lose their starting running back, what do? All right, next man up. Let's go. And it's not like it is in pro football. Next man up. Oh, instead of the first round pick, we have a 6th round pick, guy who was not as highly thought of. But at Ohio State, you're stacking up big time recruits, so you're going to have those kind of guys. And that's kind of, to bring it back to the Browns here. You're stacking up quarterbacks. The problem is you don't have one that you think you're sold on yet. I think that's the problem. Do you find it? Is it anything more than a bad coincidence and a bad break that 3 of the 4 quarterbacks who were competing for this job in training camp have been injured?
I don't think it's I think it's football. I think I've said this before, that the quarterback, depth chart for the Browns is going to be based on attrition, because it's the NFL, because you have to have 2 starting quarterbacks on every team now. And it seems more than ever that you've had to do that. I mean, how many times have we had quarterbacks since 99 play the entire season? Like 2 or 3 times?
Well, it doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in the NFL.
But even good teams have to go away and use their backup quarterback for a little bit, and even if it's just for a game. So you have to be ready. And the thing about the Browns having 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks right now, it's because no one stands out and says, I'm going to be, no one stands out that they're the right age or the right arm or the right decision-making or the right ability to get rid of the ball fast enough. No one stands out to be what we would define as a franchise quarterback. Because if you could do all those things, you'd be a franchise quarterback. We don't have any of those guys. Gabriel and Sanders, they could be because they're so young. They have the potential to be. You could say Pickett does too, somewhere down the line, and go, man, Steelers really made a mistake there. I understand why Philly, moved on. That makes sense. And why they didn't try to keep him there. But you have 2 that have the potential to be franchise quarterbacks. 2.
Here?
You do.
I think you have 3. Now, is it likely for any of them? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's likely that Shedeur becomes your franchise quarterback, or Dylan Gabriel, or Kenny Pickett. Doesn't mean it can't happen. I just don't think it's likely for any of those 3.
I'm just not all in on Pickett, but I could be.
Oh, I know you're not.
I just
and I understand
it's
that
because of Pittsburgh. I know a lot of times
Yeah, but can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Why does he get no credit for actually winning some games in Pittsburgh?
Because of the way they won. Because it wasn't like ask
fourth
Steeler
quarter
fans.
comebacks.
Yeah, I still think Steeler
game-winning
fans,
drives.
Ask Steeler fans, they'll tell you. And the franchise wasn't sold on him. I think that it kind of goes back to, and I'll just put a bow on this, that it goes back to the credibility the Steelers have and their ability to pick good quarterbacks. And yes, every once in a while they go through a phase where they pick a guy that just isn't going to lead them to the Super Bowl. But if the Steelers move on from a quarterback, I think it resonates a little bit louder.
Well, they've moved on from 3 of them in the last couple of years, and 2 of them are starting for other teams in the NFL right now. That's why I think Pickett might be getting a raw deal.